horse, 3 go before her. And your mangy little dog, too. How about a little fire, Scarecrow? Go through that water! You cursed brat! Look what you've done! I'm melting! Melting! Oh, what a world! What a world! Who would have thought a good little girl like you could destroy my beautiful wickedness? Ah, look out! Look out! I'm going!
She's dead. You killed her.
I didn't mean to kill her. Really, I didn't. It's just that he was on fire.
Hail to Dorothy! The Wicked Witch is dead! Hail! Hail to Dorothy! The Wicked Witch is dead!
The broom. May we have it?
Please, and take it with you.
Oh, thank you so much. Now we can go back to the wizard and tell him the Wicked Witch is dead.
Shalom, Yahweh. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to you, Aquin, that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, this is dealing with Esau, Edom, so-called white man, who is the devil. All right, I just played a clip, from the Wizard of Oz movie, because, I was just meditating, and it made me think of this movie, and then it made me think of so-called white man, because he is a witch, he's a sorcerer, a warlock, set up over the children of Israel to make us go off, and it was funny, in this movie, the Wizard of Oz, that that this witch in this movie is known as the Wicked Witch of the West. All right, and where are we? And where does the seat of power come from? It comes from the West, Washington D.C. All right, and who's ruling over that? So-called white man, from the powers that be, the government. All right, the legislators and congressmen and this and that, president. All right, they're all so-called white men. Even down to your money. So, your currency, dollar bills, so-called white man on these images, But, I just want to get some scriptures touching on how, Esau is a witch, all right? And to show, that he will be destroyed because, hey, how did the witch, die in this movie? She died by way of fire. Salakia. By way of water, And that's what the men of the Lord are doing, right now, that we're cutting this devil with the word. And one of the metaphors for the word is water, Matter of fact, let me get there while it's on my mind, And that's what we're destroying this devil with, so-called white man with, this sorcerer with, is with the water, all right, which is the scriptures, all right. This is Ephesians 5 and 26. It says, Ephesians 5 and 26, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, showing that the water is the word, and the word is water, Matter of fact, what's this script? This is John. Just showing a few examples of how the word can be attributed to water. And, that's what we gonna put Esau's fire out by way of the word, by the way of this water. All right. Hold on 1 second. This is John 4:14. Well, I start at 14. Yahushua answered and said unto her, whoso drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give thee, or give him, shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. You know, meaning if you follow Yahushua's word, you believe in him, you know what I'm saying, you get into this word that you'll be cleansed. You'll be a new man, you know. You'll be baptized, if you will, in this truth. Okay? And Lord willing, if you endure to the end, you know, you'll receive that crown of life, you know. But just to show, you know, that the water is the word, and that, you know, we cutting this devil. Now, script I gotta get right quick, so that I can just they coming to me, you know. This is Hebrews 4:12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. You know. So, you know, that's how we cutting this devil up, you know, with this water, which is the word, you know. And showing, hey, it's powerful and quick. It's quick to the point, you know. We ain't gotta, you know, it's quick and it's straight to the point and it's direct, you know. All we need is this word, this Bible, and this devil, this sorcerer, this witch, he's gonna go down, you know. Now, let's see now, touching on this devil, right? Because he is indeed a you know, a witch, right? That's a fact, you know, through his you know, through the air we breathing, you know, where he puts particles, he puts, you know, certain chemicals, you know, in these planes to be dispensed, you know, in the air, you know, through these aircrafts, right? He puts, you know, certain poisons and chemicals and drugs, right, in your water to you know, desensitize the people, to make them just basically just you know, whether it be effeminate or just soft or lazy or just, you know, just don't care about anything, you know. He poisons your food, you know. A lot of this food is not, it's not even, it's zombie food. It's not real food, if you will. You can't even really give it that definition, food, because it's not nourishment, right? It's just something just to fill your belly for a moment, but it's not really, you know, conducive to you, you know, it's not conducive to life, you know. When you eat it, shit make you tired and sluggish, sleepy, you know what I'm saying, weak, you know, because it's not really feeding you, you know. You have to be fed by this word, you know. But script, let me see what I want to get. This is let me get, this should be Salakia. Okay, let me get this is 1 Samuel 15, you know. This is 1 Samuel 15 and 23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. All right, and the word rebellion, you know, means to basically means to make war. All right. So it says, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word, right? He's rejected that water, you know. And we saw in the clip, you know, the witch can't handle that water, you know. because it'll cut him, it'll kill him. It'll, he'll just disintegrate, right, by this truth. He have also rejected thee from being king. With the point I'm touching on now, it says rebellion as the sin of witchcraft. It says Esau, Edom, so-called white man, he has that rebellious spirit, all right, that labels him, as a witch. He's the adversary. He's the devil, right? He can't. He doesn't have the spirit of uprightness, to walk in the way of the Lord, to do the right thing. All right, he's set up as the devil that he is to tell lies, to deceive the whole world. All right, and to be a witch. All right, with his sorceries and witchcraft. And Lord willing, we'll get into that. But what do the scripts say? What we supposed to do with a witch? All right, this is Exodus 22:18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. So, hey, that lets you know sometime soon, all right, or someday we'll say that this devil isn't going down, because he has the spirit or the title of being a witch, a sorcerer, a warlock, all right, and we not gonna have that in the kingdom of heaven, that left hand magic, dealing with horoscopes and astronomy. What is it? Astronomy and astronomy. All right, tarot reading. And dealing with familiar spirits and this and that. We ain't gonna have that because we're gonna be directly tapped into the Most High. All right, and the Most High is gonna write his laws within us, and we're not gonna go off. All right, so anytime we see that, we're gonna be judging the nations accordingly. All right, and if that's what you're doing, hey, what the scriptures say, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. All right, meaning he has to be put down. He got to be put to death. Okay. I think that's Galatians. This is. Okay, here we go. All right, this is Galatians 5, and because it mentioned idolatry as it's being stubbornness, and this devil Esau, he has a very stubborn spirit, he's just relentless, he just doesn't know how to do right. Okay, so let me read this. This is Galatians 5. And I started 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these, right? Adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies. All right, these are all attributes of the devil, of the so-called white man, because he's a carnal being, He doesn't know how to, he hasn't been given the spirit of the Most High, I'll say, So, everything he does is from a carnal standpoint, okay? That's one of the reasons why he's trying to implement this chip, on the people, because he wants to be in physical control. He wants to be like the Most High, He wants to know all your whereabouts, your goings on of your day-to-day life. All right, and basic control, hey, whether you live or die or not, because if you go off in his eyes, he can put you to death in an instance, by way of that chip, but just reading here, they all these words are attributes, to so-called white man. His idolatry, through religion, worshiping false idols, all right, putting himself up as if he's the Most High, and the Son of the Most High, so-called Jesus, with that white image, that, you got to believe in him and on him. And a lot of our people, are caught up in that. So-called Negroes, Blacks, and Native Americans, definitely, they stuck on that white that white Jesus, as if they can truly get some salvation from that. It says, witchcraft, all right? Let's look that word up. Witchcraft.
Strong's G 5331. Pharmakeia.
All right, so that word witchcraft in the Greek translates to pharmakeia or pharmakia, right? When you say that word, what do you think of? You should think of pharmacy, right? Which you had the pharmaceutical, drugs. You got the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. You know what I'm saying? You got the I think, what was this place? It's called Perry Drugs. I think it used to be I think it's Rite Aid today, but prior to that it was Perry's Drugs or something to that effect. Where you can go get your medicine, right? So-called make you feel better. But if I'm not mistaken, like on one of the, even today, the sign or the emblem for pharmacies is basically that cauldron, or it'd be like a little medicine glass, with a little I don't know what it, like a stirring utensil, right? And that's RX on the front, representing drugs, which actually represent witchcraft, sorcery, creating, potions, on the left hand side, okay, to basically alter, to alter your physical, where, to tell your body that you feel better, to make certain organs work, or to shut certain organs down, there's really no limit to what they can do with these drugs nowadays, got drugs, to make your headache go away temporarily, right? Certain drugs for your heart, blood pressure, hypertension, right? But, drugs for if your bones aching, drugs for if you can't sleep, drugs for, you can't stay awake. Like this devil, he's got some kind of concoction, some kind of potion, to make it all right, that you'll get via the doctor by going to the hospital. And the word doctor means to falsify. So, they're not making you whole as a physician would do. They're just, giving you a quick fix. Just basically enough to stay alive, to come back and, get some more shit, right? That's going to mess you up even more. But to read this definition, all right, pharmakeia, it says the use or the administering of drugs. See that? Poisoning, sorcery, and magical arts, often found in connection with idolatry and fostered by it, right? Because, quiet as kept. Yeah, some of these, these drugs are how can I say, are like prayed over. They do like certain seances over some of this stuff to evoke a certain spirit. That's why you have like what's the song? Molly Percocet, this guy Future, right? And like, when you take that shit, it alters your being. You're not the same person. You're like, you're on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's a spirit out here to where, the popping pills is the thing right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me pop a pill so I can feel better. or let me get this immediate high by popping this popping this pill, which is it's all part of sorcery and witchcraft, and that's what this devil does, Hey, like it says poisoning, going back to the food and drugs, your food is poison, the water is poison. All type of you got bleach in the water. You got with fluoride, which is fluoride is actually rat poisoning. So there you go. As well as just a host of other, just Google it. The information is there of how this witch is destroying the earth. All right. So to read more, it says envyings and murders. Now, speaking of which, envy, have a saying like saying you're green with envy. Now in the clip, the wicked witch of the West, all right, that was dressed in all black, right, like a demon, and her skin was green, right, which represents envy. And what is he envious of? He's envious of the children of Israel. Going back to Jacob and Esau, he's envious of not getting that birthright, Because he sold his birthright for one morsel of meat. Why? Because he's a carnal spirit. Okay. I just read earlier. These are the works of the flesh. The works of being carnal. This is the fruit, all right, of carnality. But to read on, it says envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. So the so-called white man, he has no way, no parts of entering the kingdom of heaven, in the same, in the seat of rulership anyway. Like he'll be there, but he's going to be brought low, all right? He's going to be brought down to the dust of the earth, all right, in that confused state, all right? He's going to be dethroned, if you will, all right? So because, his fruit, this is his fruits, he has no way to inherit the kingdom of heaven, all right? Because he doesn't know the Most High. He's a bastard, all right? All right? So he can't enter the congregation of the Most High, all right? He's an outcast. He's an outsider. He was not chosen, to rule in the kingdom of heaven, all right? Let's see if I can get some other scripts here. This is, I think it's one in Revelation. So, we'll get, this is Isaiah 47. It says Isaiah 47 and 9. All right, this whole chapter is talking about Babylon. All right, which in the head or the ruler. And matter of fact, talking about the virgin daughter of Babylon. All right, which is America, by the way. Okay, and who's ruling America? Okay, so-called white man is ruling America. Okay, so this is attributed, or it's attributed to him. So reading down, this is Isaiah 47:9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day: the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their profession for the multitude of thy sorceries, right? And for the great abundance of thine enchantments, right? Because you got these certain powers that be, that they invoke spirits on the left hand side, you know, to basically figure out, what's their next move, what they should do, or to be given power, to continue to keep the people asleep, right? To make them, they use what's the term? I think like suggestive reasoning, through their media, which is also witchcraft, right? Television, you know, uh, uh, in all forms of media, whether it be magazines, certain rap videos, like I say, movies, cartoons, you name it. He's trying to push a certain spirit off onto you to the point why you have so much homosexuality, going on today, transgenderism, or just men just being effeminate. They act like a woman. Or they say, "Oh, I'm bisexual." No, this nonsense. This is all. You have the white man to blame for all that. Through his enchantments, through his sorcery. Right? It says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness; thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me." All right. So, hey, what that mean? That means he thinks he's the Most High, with his so-called power, right? Because that's what the Most High, um, he's the only one that can say that I am and none beside me, because he is. I mean, his name is Yahweh, which means he is. It means he exists. He's everything, right? It's no other power outside of him. But you have a so-called white man, he's saying the same thing as if he is the Most High, because he's proud. It says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and misty shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. All right, stand now with thy enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. All right, but he ain't gonna be able to prevail, because all that left hand power that he had is gonna come to naught. Them devils, those spiritual demons, they gonna leave this so-called white man hanging, pretty much. When it's time to judge America and Esau Edom for all the abominations done in the midst thereof, for slaying the children of Israel, for imprisoning them, falsely, and, being an accuser, to the Most High, making us go off by, defiling the food, putting, force feeding, putting pork in every goddamn thing. You got certain, like flu shots and this and that, that has pork in it, has mercury in it. That's only a witch would do something like that. When there's other herbs and, extracts and, things that you can use out of the earth that can make you whole, just the same. But you got this devil, that want to try to replicate, the ways of the Most High for pennies on a dollar, but sell it for, hundreds of dollars, trying to make a profit, But, hey, that's why he's going out, man, by way of thermonuclear fire. This place, America, will be destroyed. All right, so with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to you, Akim, that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom.